Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Yaman Dota, coming to you with my 7th pubcast. This replay is going to be provided by the user BigDPlayer94123 over on the R-Dota2 Casted subreddit. We're going to go ahead and start the replay now. This is going to be a ranked all-pick match, so the players are going to take turns picking one for each team. They're going to have 40 seconds allotted for each pick. Any time spent over that, each player who hasn't picked on the team will continue to lose 2 golds per second. First pickup for the Radiant is going to be the Troll Warlord. Most likely going to be the safe lane carry. Also capable going in that solo mid role as well. First pickup for the Dire going to be the Naga Siren. Also capable of going in that mid role as well as the safe lane farmer. Going to be looking to get that Radiance as quickly as possible. Going to be pushing out the lanes and cutting them as well so that she can get the big pushes with her creep wave. Second pickup for the Radiant is going to be the Wind Ranger. Capable of going in the mid lane, also in the solo off lane position with her Wind Run ability, going to be able to dodge a lot of physical attacks as well as giving her movement speed buff in order for her to get out. Second pickup for the Dire is going to be that Earth Spirit. Most likely going to be their solo off lane player, going to be using that Rolling Boulder to escape whatever kind of initiation the Radiant want to throw at him. But the Naga Siren, one of those great team fight heroes later in the game. Also, if she just wants to stick to a split pushing role, she is going to have that Song of the Siren in order to pretty much, if their enemy is not BKB, she's just going to be able to pop that and then TP away, similar to how Juggernaut's going to be capable of using his spin in order to TP while magic immune. So the Radiant are going to pick the Outworld Devourer for their third pick. So now it's starting to look like it's going to be a mid Outworld Devourer with a safe lane farming Troll Warlord. Outworld Devourer doing pretty well against the Naga Siren. When she's in mid, one of her main objectives is going to be spamming that wave with the Riptide. So that's going to be her main way of farming in that mid lane, but Outworld Devourer with his Astral Imprisonment going to be capable of sapping away all of her intelligence, making it so that just throwing one Riptide out there is going to eat her entire mana pool. Slark's going to be the third pickup for the Dire. He might be a better choice than the Naga Siren in order to play in that solo mid role, but also perfectly capable of falling into that off-lane position with his leap. Pretty reliable escape in order for him to get out of any sticky situations, unless one of the enemy support heroes decides to walk up in front of him and canceling the leap. But he also could fall into that solo safe lane. The Pounce combined with the Essence Shift as well as the Dark Pack going to provide a lot of burst damage for whatever sort supports they want to throw up with him. So about 3 seconds left for the Radiant to pick before they start losing a little bit of gold here. I already lost a little bit of gold while the Outworld Devourer was picking. Looks like they're running into a similar situation again. Omni Knight going to be the fourth pickup for the Radiant. Going to be that safe lane farming support. Going to be capable of throwing the Repel up on the Troll Warlord. Going to be really nice for him once he wants to go in, use those Whirling Axes in melee form in order to do a lot of damage as well as his right clicks. Capable of also getting up so that he can use that Battle Trance in order to get as many right clicks off with his ultimate as possible. So most likely is going to be a offlane Wind Ranger. Fourth pickup for the Dire is going to be the Doom. Most likely going to fall into that jungle position. Also capable of going in that offlane with the Earth Spirit already picked up as well as the Slark. Most probably just going to be going into that jungle though. Going to be trying to devour up as many creep camps as he can. Might be either going for a fast blink or a Hand of Midas. And then eventually he's going to be wanting to pick up that Agnum Scepter. Doom Agnum Scepter late game, pretty strong spell. Going to be able to completely remove a hero from a fight. Unless they back off far away enough from Doom, they're going to be in a lot of trouble with that Doom not wearing off anytime soon. So we're going to wait out this last pick for the Radiant team right now. Most likely going to be another support though. It's going to be a Bat Rider, so it will most likely be an off-lane Bat Rider, support Wind Ranger, support Omni Knight, farming Troll with the mid Outworld Devourer. Bat Rider also capable of just falling into the jungle, using a Sticky Napalm as well as the Firefly in order to farm. It did get nerfed in the last patch though, so not as efficient as it once was. Going to be a little bit later on that Blink Dagger than he used to be. But they also have the option of running the 2-1-2 with the Wind Ranger and the Bat Rider in the off lane, as well as the Troll Warlord and the Omni Knight in the safe lane, with the Outward Devourer in the mid lane. Last pickup for the Dire is going to be the Abaddon. That's definitely going to be their safe lane support hero, capable of throwing that Aphotic Shield up on anyone who gets shackled or any other kind of spell that can be dispelled. He's going to be able to throw that Aphotic Shield out and then heal them up with his Mist Coil as well. So let's get this into free camera. So going through these lineups, we're going to have on the Naga Siren, we're going to have Boitoy. On the Abaddon is going to be Soji Script 0. The Slark's going to be played by TK. Doombringer is going to be played by XD. And the Earth Spirit is going to be played by the Picture of a Gun. Over on the Radiant side, we're going to have the Outworld Devourer played by the Punisher. He is going to go into that mid lane. Down here in the bottom, going to be going on that safe lane farming is 747 on the Troll Warlord. So you can see we already have the Earth Spirit with his wards coming down here, going to be looking to block the pool camp. So then over here on the Omni Knight is going to be played by Obamacare. On the Wind Ranger, it's going to be Cow Mind. Over on the Bat Rider, we're going to have 67 Club, the less notorious cousin of the Pen 15 Club. And we're going to have a pause here. Might be able to fast forward a little bit in order to get through this. But looking out into the late game, actually, as soon as that Naga gets her Radiance up, as well as the Doom Ags, he might look to go to that Refresher Orb. Seeing as they do only have 2 cores over on the Radiant, the Refresher Ags for the Doom, capable of locking out that Outworld Devourer as well as the Troll Warlord. So that'll be big in fights, as well as the Naga Radiance. If she can tank up, gets that Manta style as well as a heart, not only are her illusions going to be incredibly tanky, but she's also going to be dealing a lot of right-click damage. Not to mention the Slark, his right-clicks are going to be very potent as well. Everyone getting healed up by the Abaddon. The only way that they have to deal with these Naga illusions that reliably is going to be the Arcane Orb from the Outworld Devourer. We're going to have Doom reconnecting now. So they're going to continue on with this. The Wind Ranger is going to have 2 sentries as well as an Observer Ward, so she's going to get the block off on this pool camp. I'm going to throw it over there on the backside. So we're going to see the Dire going up for that top rune. Yeah, Earth Spirit has blocked not only the pool camp, and he's actually blocked all 3 camps. This one spot, this one ward right here, blocks not only the hard camp, but also the easy camp. So it looks like the Troll Warlord is going to get this bottom rune. Looks like the Bat Rider might also be going into the jungle for this one. Doom's going to be the one who gets the bounty rune up top for the Dire team. So the Outworld Devourer, starting with that Null Talisman, getting 2 pulled Tangos, going to be going for that fast bottle. It is going to be the Naga Siren that they throw mid. Not really sure how much of a good time she's going to have, as long as OD starts maxing out that Astral Imprisonment, starts sapping her mana away. Get the last hits of denies up here for you guys. So as we can see, Bat Rider is going to, it is going to be the Bat Rider in the lane down here with the Troll Warlord. Interesting decision for him. He does need to get that Blink Dagger as quickly as possible, as well as experience. Riptide is going to come out over on the Outward Devourer. Naga might just try to use as much of her mana as she can before she gets it all sapped away. Down to only a base 130 mana after having 2 Astral Imprisonments on her, though. Here in this top lane, we're going to see that the Abaddon has stacked the, or is attempting to stack the camp. Does get it off. That ward actually not blocking for the Wind Ranger up in this top lane. So he's going to get the stack off, and see, he's not going to go for the pool immediately. The creep wave is back towards his tower. Doesn't want to make the equilibrium way too far back. Would allow the Wind Ranger to come in and get some EXP in the fog back behind these towers in the top lane. Or the trees, excuse me. We can see that the Slark is doing pretty well, farming 6 and 3 up in this top lane. Is going to be that one-roll Slark compared to the Troll Warlord down here in the bottom lane. 6 and 6 for him, definitely doing a good job denying that Earth Spirit some experience. Doom's going to be in the jungle up here. He is going to have the Swiftness Aura from the bear. We're going to see some rotations, and Omni Knight is here again up with the Naga Siren, trying to harass her out of the lane. Definitely putting a lot of effort into this lane that pretty easily could have been handily managed by the Outworld Devourer himself. Going to be sapping some of the EXP from her. Going to be helping the Naga Siren a little bit. Might be able to give her a level advantage in this situation. So we are going to see the Omni Knight sticking around, still level 1. Naga Siren is out of mana though. Choosing to put as many 2 levels into that Riptide early on. See the Earth Spirit coming over here. Not really sure what he's going to do. He knows that he has both of these wards up still, so he might be rotating down into their jungle towards the hard camp. He's going to spot out this Omni Knight perhaps. He is level 3. See if he throws out a Remnant or anything. He's going to Rolling Boulder over in, but it's going to be the Omni Knight who cancels it. Going to kick out the Remnant away from him. Omni Knight flying down pretty low as well. It does have the Purification. Throws that out. Outworld Devourer is going to rotate in as well. Throws out the Astral Spearman over on the Earth Spirit. Batrider's going to double back. Earth Spirit's going to try to get a kill on him with this. Might be able to do it with a Rolling Boulder, but he's going to drop pretty low. Most likely going to fall for his efforts over here. Starts rolling. Does get up to the high ground, though. Naga Siren's deep in trying to help him out, though. Batrider did pick up that bottle. Astral Imprisonment is going to go over on the Naga Siren. Actually, the Courier is going to come over to this Naga Siren, but it's going to die. Had that bottle on there for her, trying to deliver it. Outworld Devourer is going to notice that, though, and get the pick off on the Courier. So Naga Siren is going to be able to walk away in the end. They do lose the Courier for their efforts, though. In this top lane, Slark's going to get 16 and 8. Wind Ranger does have 5 and 0. It is almost level 4 at the moment. Down here in this bottom lane, we're going to go see the Earth Spirit go back onto this Batrider. He's going to use Firefly and go up to the high ground. Remnant's going to come out. Not going to roll up to it, though. Batrider is going to walk away with sub 100 health. Oh, actually dies to the neutral camp. Not really sure what he was thinking there. Just trying to get Firefly on there, but just stuck around trying to stack napalms onto them. So, interesting death there. Not really sure if that was intentional. He did have basically no gold, though. Had just picked up his Boots of Speed. Not sure if he just intended to go back to base in order to pick up his boots instead of walking back there or potentially giving a kill off on that Earth Spirit. Earth Spirit is sticking around in this middle lane, though. Omni Knight as well. No brown boots for Earth Spirit yet. So we're going to see a lot of action in this middle lane pretty early on. 3 heroes for the Radiant out here. It's just going to give solo safe lane farm to the Troll Warlord, while the Abaddon continues to stack and pull for the Slark up on this top lane as he battles the Wind Ranger. See, Outworld Devourer has continued to soak up the mana of the Naga Siren. She's down to under almost 100 HP, doing a lot of right-click damage to her. She doesn't have that bottle and won't have it for another 38 seconds since it was on the Courier. She needs to be careful. Earth Spirit rotating back down to this bottom lane. He also has his bottle. He's still also in the same position that the Naga Siren is in, where he can't ferry it to himself due to the Courier being dead. Troll Warlord going to get a little bit of harass damage out on him. Omni Knight going to continue to soak up some of the EXP from the Outworld Devourer. He is level 5, almost level 6 now. Naga Siren's going to be forced to walk back to her well, so this is going to help even out the experience points that the Outworld Devourer did not receive from having the Omni Knight in the lane. And he's going to probably, he's going to hit level 6 before the Naga Siren comes back. She is going to have her bottle finished, though. Outworld Devourer with Brown Boots, bottle, and another 1100 gold in the bank. Might be going for that quick minus. Could be going for mech or Force Staff first, though. Going to throw the Astral Imprisonment on the Naga Siren who just returned to lane. She's going to throw out the Mirror Image. I'm going to throw out the Riptide. That's pretty much all of her mana pool, though. If Outworld Devourer doesn't want to take any more away from her, she's going to stick around this 23 mana for a while. She does have 2 charges of her bottle. Going to use those. So she actually will regen up pretty quickly, based on the low mana pool and the 70 mana regen from the bottle. Going to get the Whirling Blades over on the Earth Spirit here. Naga has sent her illusions bottom. They're just going to explode as soon as they get there. So checking out the CS, this Troll Warlord is doing a little bit better. Doesn't have any contestation from the Earth Spirit for a really long time against the 31 and 12 of the Slark. He has been contested by the Wind Ranger, though, in that top lane. She's going to have 14 and 1 right now. bottle boots, 500 extra gold in the bank. Might be going for those phase boots. She's also going to be level 5 though. Troll Lord is going to be able to just solo take that Earth Spirit as well as the tower in this bottom lane. That Battle Trance really doing work as well as that Morbid Mask. Just going to be able to regen up. Picture of a Gun is going to get a little upset though. Throughout the good game, well played. He did spend a lot of time down in that mid lane though. That definitely crippled his early game. We're going to throw the power shot out from the Wind Ranger. Slark's probably just going to be able to walk away. Does have level 6, does have that Shadow Dance up. Going to be able to regen as soon as he's out of vision. We're going to see 3 heroes actually rotating this mid lane. Doom on the other side. Is he level 6? He is level 6. Gonna get the Doom over on the Outward Devour. Earth Spirit's gonna roll in. Let's see if he just kicks him backwards. Just body blocking him for the moment. There's out the Remnant. It's gonna miss. Doom is gonna, or Outward Devour is gonna double back. Still has this Doom on him, and it's gonna be the Earth Spirit who gets him in the end, throwing out that Remnant. Meanwhile, in this top lane, Aphotic Shield's gonna come out over on the Abaddon. Was shackled up by that Wind Ranger. And looks like Slark's just going to walk away as well, going to regen up a little bit from that Shadow Dance. Down in this bottom lane, Troll Warlord is starting to beat down on that tier 2 tower. Not sure when they're going to want to start paying attention to him, trying to bring him down a little bit. Maybe keep him from putting so much pressure on this bottom lane. But he does have that Morbid Mass as well as the phase boots up. Let's see if he wants to go for either the Vlads or the Helm of the Dominator first. It is going to be the Helm of the Dominator. So you can see this Earth Spirit is roaming down in the jungle, looking for anyone other than this Troll Warlord is here, looking for that Bat Rider who's going to be stacking the camps. We're going to get the pounce over on the Troll Warlord. Slark's going to start manning up again. Throws out the Dark Pack. He's not doing any damage, though. Really underestimating how much lifesteal and damage output the Troll Warlord is going to have with that Helm of the Dominator, and he's going to fall for his efforts. So as you can see, Outworld Devour is going to decide to go for that Force Staff first over the Midas or the Mechanism. Troll Warlord, Earth Spirit's going to come in here as well. Going to get stunned up by the Troll Warlord. Going to throw out the Magnetize. It's not going to be enough to take him down. Naga Siren's going to be too late to the party. Let's see. Actually, she might not be. He's sticking around for a little bit. Let's see. They're going to throw out the Ensnare most likely. And then the Riptide might bring him pretty low. It is. And then minus armor. Whirling Blades or axes come out from the Troll Warlord. He's going to start bashing. He finds the real Naga Siren. She's going to Song. Just going to barely escape. Sub 60 HP. Slark is going to pause. Probably just bad manners at the moment. Troll Warlord is starting to LOL. He's going to buy the Yasha, get the TP in rotation in from the Abaddon. The combination of the Riptide as well as the Mist Coil is going to be enough to take him down. So, good effort by the Troll Warlord there, but not going to be enough to take down the Naga Siren before she gets that song off. Not even going to need to escape with the TP rotation in from the Abaddon. Meanwhile, that Doombringer in the jungle has picked up his Midas, is going to have the boots over in his stash that he's going to be able to send out to him. Probably going to be going for those phase boots. In this top lane, the Rolling Boulder is going to come out from the Earth Spirit. He's going to miss over on this Wind Ranger. She's going to get the last hit on the tower. Let's see if she can escape from this. She does have the phase boot as well as the salve. Might just try to juke up in these trees. She's going to go for the TP. Let's see if he can get any stuns off. All of his spells are on cooldown, though. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we're going to miss the kill over on the Outworld Devour from the Naga Siren. The Omni Knight was there. Surprised he wasn't there in order to get the Purification off in time. Regeneration up for the Slark. And this Naga Siren, 2,200 gold, almost getting closer to her Sacred Relic that she's going to need for the Radiance. Only needs about another 1,500 more after this. Slark, 600 gold in the bank, only has the Treads and the Poor Man's Shield, as well as the Orb of Venom. Finished Force Staff over on the Outward Devourer. He's going to TP back to the middle lane. Meanwhile, down here, it's going to be the Wind Ranger who gets initiated on, but she's just going to be able to walk away from this. OG is going over on this Naga Siren, doing a lot of damage with his Arcane Orbs, as well as stealing her mana from the Astral Imprisonment. It's like Troll Warlord's going to continue to just tank up the creep waves down here, and then start pushing that tower. It is still at about 1100 HP, though. It does have Battle Trance up if he wants to use it. It has the Yasha recipe in his inventory. Either going to be going for that Manta Style or the Sanjin Yasha early on. Range attack's actually doing a lot of damage over on that Abaddon. He's going to start throwing the right clicks out on the tower. It is starting to focus him, though. Wind Ranger's going to fall in the top lane. Looks like the Slark as well as the Earth Spirit is going to be there. Another time the Omni Knight is right next to his heroes, not throwing the Purifications out, though, or the Repels. Doombringer going to drop low in this jungle. He does have that Frost Aura armor up. So that's going to be the creep that he devoured, was the Frost Troll. Troll Warlord's just going to fall back into this jungle, continue to farm up. He has the Yasha coming over on the Courier. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, Outward Devourer is going to start pressuring this middle lane. Yeah, Earth Spirit is dancing between this mid lane and the top lane. Slark can eat a little bit of damage, but he's going to be able to regen up with that Shadow Dance. On the bottom lane, we're going to have the Troll Warlord chasing out the Naga Siren. She's not going to have her ultimate. She actually is probably going to fall here. And she is. Troll Warlord's going to get an easy kill on the Naga Siren right now. Definitely going to set her back a little bit. Was 2,500 gold left after dying. So she was getting pretty close to that Radiance. Shackle Shot's going to come out. It's going to lash on the Slark. We're going to throw the Purification out on a creep from the Omni Knight. He's going to Shadow Dance up. Let's see if he can get anything back after this. The Dark Pack's going to come out as well. He is visible now, though. Earth Spirit's here to help back him up. Going to come in, throw the Remnant out on the Wind Ranger. Throw out the Magnetize as well. It's going to hit on both the Omni Knight as well as the Wind Ranger. Not sure if they're going to be able to do enough damage to take any of these out. The Bat Rider's here as well. He does have his Blink Dagger. Doesn't have enough mana for the Lasso. He does have the Magnetize on him, though. Not going to be able to bottle up in order to get that ultimate. It looks like the Wind Ranger is going to die on the backside of that. She is. Bat Rider taking a lot of damage as well. I'm not sure he can really stick around here. The Rolling Boulder is going to come in, and it's going to be the picture of the gun who gets the kill over on the Earth Spirit. So really good pickup for the Dire up in that top lane, getting the not only the Wind Ranger but the Bat Rider as well. It really seemed like it was going to be a poor initiation over after getting the Shackle Shot on the Slark. He's just too tanky. We're going to have the Troll Warlord over in the Roche Pit, though. He does have that Alpha Wolf creep. Going to be giving him that critical damage aura. So he's going to get the Aegis of Immortal in a couple seconds here. Dire are around here, though. Doom is here with his... He does have a finished Blink Dagger up on him. See if they want to go in the Troll Warlord or the Outward Devour. They are going to Doom the Outward Devour. Not going to be able to use that Force Staff in order to get away. Not sure if they have enough damage right now, though. Might even use the Song of the Siren just so they can get around. The Omni Knight's going to throw out the Purification. Rolling Boulder coming out from the Earth Spirit. He's going to throw the Remnant out. Only going to connect on the Omni Knight, though. TP rotation in from the Bat Rider. He does have that Blink Lasso up still. Let's see if he wants to do anything with that. Outward Devour is still standing pretty strong after that Purification from the Omni Knight. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, the Troll Warlord is going to take that bottom tower, is going to have the finished Sage over on the Courier coming out to him, so it is going to be the Sage and Yasha for him. Earth Spirit sitting up here, going to throw the Rolling Boulder out, going to get the Remnant off, going to be able to silence the OD. Not really sure. Going to miss the Magnetize, actually. Not sure he wants to be around here still. Troll Warlord's doubling back for him as well. This most likely is going to be a dead Earth Spirit. He doesn't have enough mana after the Astral Imprisonment in order to get any of his spells off. And it is going to be the Hammer Drop, the Sanity's Eclipse from the Outworld Devour. Slark is going to get that Shadow Amulet. Going to go invisible. Might be in range of the Wind Ranger. Going to throw out the Pounce. Not going to connect. Use the Dark Pack. Gets a little bit of damage to her, but she's just going to Wind Walk and be able to walk away from this. Does have the finished Maelstrom recipe on her. She's going to be getting that. I'm not sure if she's going to want to go for the Mjolnir, but the Maelstrom definitely going to be able to help with when she throws the focus fires out on the heroes or the towers. Those Maelstrom procs going to help clear the creep waves or do some nice AoE damage. Another method of itemization that's going to help deal with the Naga Siren. But as we say that, the Ensnare is going to come out of the Naga Siren. She's going to get pulled back by the Ear Spirit. A lot of damage coming out from that Troll Warlord. He is going to get the tower in the end of that. Throwing out the Naga Sleep. Let's see if they want to be able to get a kill on this. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, they're going to be chasing that Abaddon. Looks like they're not going to mess with the Troll Warlord too much, but this Batten might fall in the end of it. Does have his ultimate up. Going to be able to purge that Lasso. Might want to hold that until after he had dropped the ultimate. So Batten actually going to be able to walk away from this as well. Troll Warlord is sticking around, has the Sage and Yasha as well as the Aegis still. Naga Siren doesn't have the sleep left. She's going to get pulled back by the Earth Spirit though. So luckily that Earth Spirit's sticking around to give a hand to that Naga Siren, going to keep her alive in these fights. Naga 3,300 gold, only 500 more away from the sacred, or 300 more away from that sacred relic. What is it? Yeah, it's actually going to be 500 away from it. Shadowblade finished up on that Slark. So let's see, he might be able to go out and get some initiations off with the Blink Doom. Gonna get an Invis rune used over on that Bat Rider. 2,300 gold in the bank for this Outward Devour. Let's see if he wants to go for a Sheep Stick next. Really boost that intelligence difference between him and the Dire heroes whenever he drops that Sanity as Eclipse. So he'll be picking up that Mystic Staff Stir first whenever he gets to the 2,700 gold. Doom gonna pick up that point booster. Is gonna go for that Agnum Scepter after the Blink Dagger. On this top lane, Troll Warlord going to work on that top tower. The Snare's gonna come out from the Naga Siren. Not going to do too much damage to him yet. Doom's going to come out over on him. He does have the Aegis still, though, reclaimed in 2 minutes. Wind Ranger's going to do a lot of damage with Focus Fire up against that Earth Spirit. He's going to throw out the Magnetize, and she's going to fall after he does. Going to split the gold between the Earth Spirit, Naga, as well as the Doom, though. Bat Rider's still here with that Blink Lasso. Let's see if they can get an initiation off on anyone over on the Dire. They don't have vision of anything yet. They are going to run into this Doom in a second. Astral Imprisoment's going to come out. He's not even going to have mana to use any of his spells, though. He is going to blink away. Batrider's going to blink up. Lasso's going to come out on him. Firefly is out as well. The right-click damage from the Outward Devourer, though, with the Arcane Orb, just going to be too much damage for that Doom, and he's going to get the kill in the end of that. Invisible Slark over here, though. Let's see. He might go on that Omni Knight. Takes a little bit of damage from the Purification, though. Gets the Dark Pact off. And he's going to get Astral Imprisonment up by that OD. Shadow Dance from Slark. He's going to walk away. It's going to be the Troll Warlord to chase after him. Pounce comes out too, as well as the Mistcoil from the Abaddon. Looks like he might not fall in the end. Gets the shield, Aquatic Shield up over on him. It's going to be a continued chase from the Troll Warlord. He might be going too deep here. Aegis is going to wear off soon. Might get the kill on the Slark. Does not even get the kill on the Slark. And turn over onto this Abaddon. Earth Spirit here to back him up as well. Throws out the Remnant. Roland Bully coming in. The Troll Warlord is silenced. He is going to start taking up killing that Slark again. He is going to get the kill on Slark. The Aegis is popped. Doom does not have Doom right now. Scorched Earth down as well. Looks like he is going to just try to take man up and fight this. He is going to get the Earth Spirit, though. Let's see if he can get the Doom as well. He's doing a lot of damage. Oh, it's going to be a triple kill for him. Gets the Doom in the end. Let's see if he can go on the Naga Siren, too. She does have that finished Sacred Relic and only need another 1100 in order to get that Radiance recipe. The Mistcoil is going to come out from the Abaddon. I'm going to pick up that Omni Knight on the backside. So Troll Warlord are going to start to go to work on this Tier 3 tower, as well as the Wind Ranger. She's going to have Focus Fire up if they want to throw that out on the middle tower. Power Shot's going to come up. Not going to graze the Abaddon. Throws out the Aphotic Shield. Almost has that mechanism for himself. Troll Warlord's ulti is going to come out. Battle Trance up on this top tower. TP rotation coming out from the Slark. He's going to TP in. The Astral Imprisoment's going to come out from the OD as well. The Insanity's Eclipse is going to come out. Going to do a decent amount of damage, but the Troll Warlord is going to fall at the same time. They're going to have to go back. The Earth Spirit is going to throw out the Magnetize. Let's see. They cannot be able to break him down. He is going to die before he gets that TP off. So all in all, pretty good trade-off for the Dire. They are going to lose that Tier 3 tower. They are going to get a much-needed kill over on that Troll Warlord, as well as the OD and the Wind Ranger in the middle lane. Looks like the OD is almost going to... He does have the finished Agnum Scepter whenever he respawns. So the Sanity's Eclipse is going to do a lot more damage now. As you can see, that last one does a decent amount of damage, but not nearly as much as if he had gone for that Mystic Staff first for the Sheep Stick. This bottom lane, the Abaddon is going to have the finished Mechanism recipe in his stash whenever he gets that flown out to him. Warding both from the Earth Spirit as well as the Omni Knight. Earth Spirit is going to recognize that it's there. Omni pinging out that there's probably a ward from the Earth Spirit too. Agnum Scepter finished up on that OD who just respawned. Shackle Shot's going to come out, only going to latch to creeps though. So let's see how this Doom is progressing. He's still going to be working on that point booster. Has enough for the Ogre Club too if he wants to get that. Has 3 TP scrolls too. Not sure if that was just nervous buying whenever he was about to die, or just has been stacking them up trying to open his own TP store. So Ping's going to come out on the Doom. They're going to recognize that this Troll Warlord is up here. He has the Sage and Yasha as well as a Demon Edge now. Probably going to be going for that MKB. See this Naga Siren. She has 1,272 gold. Actually, is going to have enough for the Radiance in a second. Meanwhile, Earth Spirit checking out to see whether or not this Roshan is up here. Is going to kick the Dire Alpha Wolf that the Troll Warlord had left in the Roche Pit to see when it respawned. Going to get spotted out by the Outward Devourer, but he's just going to Rolling Boulder over the cliff. So then Slark. Naga Siren is going to pick up that Radiance. Invisible Wind Ranger right now. Let's see if she can get a Shackle over on the Slark. She's going to find the Earth Spirit as well. Rolling Boulder coming in. Slark's going to go invisible. Going to catch out the Omni Knight. He's going to get silenced. Not sure if he's going to get the Purification off. Shackle Shot's going to come over and latch on the Earth Spirit. He's going to go down. Slark's going to try to TP out. Flame Break's going to stop that. Shadow Dance is up. Troll Warlord is here with his right clicks, though. Naga's going to throw out that Sleep. Let's see if they want to re-engage off of this. She's going to bottle up. Hopefully be able to do enough damage with that the Radiance as well as the Riptide. Shackle's going to come out, not going to latch, or it is going to latch on the Doombringer on the backside. He's not going to be able to drop the Doom. Arcane Orb's coming out from the OD on the backside as well. Throws out the Sanity's Eclipse, going to do a ton of damage, taking down the Naga Siren. Troll Warlord's going to fall as well. Looks like this is Abaddon going to pop his ultimate. They're not going to attack him, see if they just want to chase after him and get the right clicks off. If they do, it will be a 5-man wipe. So in the end, there is going to be a buyback from the Troll Warlord, a 2-for-4 trade. Really nice Sanity's Eclipse from the Outward Devourer coming in with that finished Agnum Scepter, doing a ton of damage to the Dire team. Looked like they were about to turn that around after killing the Troll Warlord, but he's going to be able to get a kill with that. So the raiding team is going to push in on this mid tier 3 tower. Potentially the barracks afterwards. 8 seconds up for Doom. He is going to have Doom up after that. 17 seconds for the Naga Siren. No buyback for any of these dire heroes, though. They're going to move over onto this melee barracks. Looks like they might be able to get it. Focus Fire is up for the Wind Ranger. Doom's going to come out. Going to blink in. Going to Doom the Troll Warlord. He's going to get mech'd up. Is going to throw a Shackle Shot at the Wind Ranger. Going to latch on the Doom as well as the Abaddon. Magnetize coming out from the Earth Spirit. Going to get Astral Imprisonment up as the Abaddon. Not going to be able to throw out any shields. Continuing to damage the OD as the Magnetize. Naga Siren's out back up as well. Slark's doing some damage. Gets the pounce over on the OD. She's going to die there too. Omni Knight's going to fall to the Radiance as well as the Ensnare from the Naga Siren in mid lane. So they're not going to get that melee barracks, and they are going to lose not only the OD but also the Omni Knight. They do manage to rescue the Troll Warlord who had just bought back, so definitely want to save him from having to die back in that situation. So nice high ground defense coming out from the Dire, having that Blink Doom come in, hitting that over onto the Troll Warlord, forcing them to focus their attention on then. Battle Trance is going to come out on this Troll Warlord. He's going to get ensnared though. Naga Siren's going to be able to walk away. Slark's going to come in with the Shadow Blade, going to pounce over on him. He's going to Shadow Dance after taking a decent amount of damage. The Troll Warlord is hasted up. Slark's going to be visible now. Let's see if they want to get a Shackle Shot on him. Naga's going to come over. The Troll Warlord is starting to fall low. Blink Batrider is available though. Force Staff over there. He's going to get the Shackle Shot over on the Slark. It's not going to latch, though. Wind Ranger's going to fall for her troubles. Let's see if it looks like the Radiant's just going to back off after this. They recognize that they're a little short-handed at the moment. Wind Ranger dying there, and the Troll Warlord falling pretty low, so they're just going to back. OD is going to TP out to this mid lane. Naga Siren Illusions are going to fall. Earth Spirit has picked up a finished Urn of Shadows. Boots of Travel finished over on this Naga. This is going to really facilitate her split pushing abilities. She's going to be able to use her illusions out in the base, send them out into the wave, as well as TPing out and starting to split push other lanes. Or she can just walk out to a lane, use her mirror illusions further out in the lane, use those to push, as well as cutting the creep wave, and then TP to another lane to split push that. So that's basically going to be her role now that but we're going to see right here, we're going to see the Repel come in on the Troll Warlord. Slark sitting there, Shadow Blade. I'm not sure he really wants to be here, though. There is a Earth Spirit up on the backside, but that's going to be it. They are making a wraparound for the Dire down in this mid-river spot. The Astral Imprisonment going to come out on the Abaddon. He is a Photic Shield up. He's going to get the, that's going to pop from the Arcane Orb. Oh, big Shackle Shot from the high ground for the Wind Ranger. No backup over here, though. It is going to be the Naga Siren going over in on this Wind Ranger. She's probably going to fall to that. Back on the other side, it is going to be the Earth Spirit who falls to that the Outworld Devour. Purification is going to come out on the Slark. Going to do a lot of damage over to that Batrider. He might fall. Sanity's Eclipse going to come out. Going to take out that Doom. Triple kill for the OD right now. Slark's going to try to get away. Doomed up is that Troll Warlord. He's still going to be able to right-click up. The Purification is going to connect on the Slark as well as the right-click from the Troll Warlord. So Astral Imprisonment going to come out over on this Troll Warlord. Going to keep away as much of that damage from that Doom as possible. And it looks like they're probably just going to be able to move into this Roshan pit. No buybacks available for the Abaddon, the Doom, or the Earth Spirit. Only going to be the Naga Siren as well as the Slark up. Naga Siren is sticking around by this, so it is going to be the Slark who comes in. He's going to get the Dark Pact off as well as the Pounce, eating a lot of damage. It's going to be Troll Warlord who has Repel up that's going to end up taking him down. Purification going to come over. Naga Siren is going to throw out the sleep a little early, though. She's going to have to just waste this and walk away. It's going to still be this free Roshan for the Radiant. In fact, it's not even free. They get a bonus free Slark on top of it. The buy one, get one deal. So you can see the arrows up from the Batrider moving towards this middle lane. They definitely want to try to take those exposed racks right now. Battle Trance is available for the Troll Warlord. He is going to have that finished Daedalus now, as well as the Aegis. Going to have the ultimate orb in his inventory. Either going to be going for that Manta style or most likely a Scotty. Wind Ranger is on this backside down here, moving in by the Dire's Secret Shop up to help for this fight. Battle Trance is going to come out. There is a glyph available for the Dire. They are going to use that. OD does not have his Sanity's Eclipse up, though. Power Shot's going to come in. Magnetize on 3. Naga's going to come to the backside. Going to be able to take out that Omni Knight. Troll Warlord is going to kill the Earth Spirit. Batrider blinks in, is going to get the lasso over on the Doom. Photic Shield is going to cancel that, though. And he's going to throw the Doom out on the Troll Warlord. This might be enough to kill him. It only is going to be the Aegis, though, if he does die. Might want to actually even come back in if they decide to. The Omni Knight is down. The Outworld Devour is low. Level Death's going to come out from the Doom. That's going to pop the Aegis. He's going to come back up, though. They might need to be able to defend this Troll Warlord. He's going to start going to the right clicks over on this Naga Siren. He's going to take her down. The ultimate coming out from the Abaddon. Slark's in here as well. Going to use that Shadow Dance. Going to continue to right click over on that Bat Rider. He's going to force staff himself away. Throws out the Dark Pack. Gets the Pounce over on him. The last right click's going to do that. But the Shackle Shot from the Wind Ranger, as well as the right clicks over from that Troll Warlord, is going to be enough to take him out. So looks like they might go on this Abaddon. He doesn't have his ulti. If Body Shield's going to pop, right clicks out from Troll. It's going to be enough to take him down. It's going to be the Troll Warlord with the double kill there. He's going to get the roll-in from the Earth Spirit. He's going to do enough damage to the Wind Ranger to kill her. Let's see if he can get away from this Troll Warlord. He might just have to pay for this with his life. It is. He's going to get a crit over on the Troll Warlord. So nice kill for him. Doom is the only one alive right now. Buyback available on the Naga Siren, but I'm not really sure. No Doom for him, nor does he has used his Scorched Earth already, and that just wore off. So they don't have a glyph, and it looks like the repel from the Troll Warlord is going to keep him from taking that magical damage either. So level death not even going to be help there for the Doom. And he's going to start beating on these the racks up top too. TP's going to be canceled by the Naga Siren who tried to come in, so she's just going to have to walk up. Repel coming out from him from the Omni Knight over on the Troll Warlord. She's going to throw the Ensnare and pop the illusions. Whirling Blades coming out from the Troll Warlord. The Guardian Angel coming out as well, going to be immune to those right-click damage. Rolling Boulder in, as well as the Magnetize. On the backside, it's going to be the Slark trying to man up against this Troll Warlord. Omni Knight's going to fall, and it looks like the Doom's going to come out on the Troll Warlord. He's going to need a lot of damage. Not going to be able to survive this either. 91 seconds on the sideline. Kill's going to go to the Slark. So that's going to be his unstoppable spree coming to the Slark. He now has almost his finished Scotty. He has one of the Ultimate Orbs over on the Courier. So checking out this net worth graph. Going to be about 12,000 in favor of the Radiant. Not even so much as a dip after the Troll Warlord death there, which is kind of surprising. Going to be a little dip in the EXP earned back towards the Dire. Going to level out around 6,000, maybe 5,500. So we're going to see this Wind Ranger fall back. She does have that Agnum Scepter. Going to do an extra bonus percentage damage over on that Focus Fire, as well as decreasing the cooldown. Slark is going to have both Ultimate Orbs finished for his Eye of Scotty. All he needs is the Point Booster, the Orb of Venom over in his inventory. Looks like this Doom is going to get a Plate Mail finished up. Most likely going to be a Shiva's Guard for him. They're going to spot out the Slark. He does use Shadow Dance. He does have the Shadow Blade as well. Shackle's going to come out and going to miss. The Outward Devour is going to throw out the Astral Imprisonment. He's just going to use Shadow Blade. Do they have any Invis Detection? Doesn't look like they do. Slark's just going to be able to just walk away from this. You see the Bat Rider going back into that jungle in order to farm. As of his Blink as well as Force Staff. Be interesting to see who wants to go next. Maybe a Sheep Stick. Could possibly go for that Boots of Travel, so he's available for global ganks, being able to TP into that creep wave, get the Blink Lasso off. But as this continues, they did lose both of their racks in the top lane as well as the mid lane. But one of the best heroes at defending against the high ground push, except for the Medusa, is the Naga Siren, capable of sending those illusions out. She doesn't finish her Manta Style, instead opts for a Ghost Scepter, trying to find a way to deal with that Troll Warlord and his right clicks whenever he's up in that Battle Trance, as well as the Arcane Orbs from the Outward Devourer too. You're going to see the Radiant rotating down into this bottom tower. Is dropping low, not in deny range though. So let's see, it looks like the Dire is just going to disengage. The Earth Spirit is over here behind the trees. He is just going to TP out though. So you can see the middle tower getting pressured from the creep wave from the Dire as well. Those Mega Creeps though are going to be able to come in and help push that wave back out. Naga Siren is here. She does not have her split. Is going to do a decent amount of damage with just the Radiance burn though. Looks like the Radiant are deciding to move out. Their vision is scouted by that high ground ward from the Dire though. So they know this is coming down. Battle Trance is going to come out. They don't have a glyph quite yet. They're going to lose this tier 3 tower. Let's see if they end up getting the Mega Creeps here. It's going to be really hard to deal with if they do get that. Doom's going to come out over in the Troll Warlord. Pounce over from the Slark. Guardian Angel coming out from the Omni Knight. Astral Imprisonment on the backside. Magnetize coming out on a few heroes. Going to get the Lasso over on the Earth Spirit. Sanity Eclipse is going to come out. Going to deal a decent amount of damage. Not too much though. Power Shot's going to come out as well. Purification's going to come out and kill the Earth Spirit. Omni Knight as well as OD are going to fall. Looks like that doomed up Troll Warlord are going to continue to right click, but not going to be able to heal up enough damage. It's going to be the The Slark is going to fall pretty low as well. Wind Ranger doing a decent amount of damage. Slark is doubling back though. Going to go get the ensnare from the... oh, it's going to be the Naga Siren on this back side coming in. Slark's going to get the kill on the Bat Rider. Naga Siren's going to be the one who gets the kill on the Wind Ranger. They are capable of defending their barracks. Are going to lose that tier 3 tower. But they do surmount the defense that they need to do. If they do lose that last barracks, it's going to be next to impossible in order to defend these Mega Creeps. Without Naga Siren having that finished Manta style. She is going to need... a bit more gold for that, though. Has enough for the ultimate orb as well as the finished Yasha, but I'm not sure she has enough for the recipe unless she has something on the courier. No, she doesn't. Slark is going to have that finished Eye of Scotty as well as 2,200 extra in the bank. Might be going for that Skull Basher next. Pretty close to having that. Meanwhile, the Abaddon is going to have that Vladimir's Offering as well as a finished Blade Mail. Going to have an Ogre Club as well. Be interesting to see if he decides to go for that Agnum Scepter upgrade. If he does, going to be able to go in, pop that ultimate whenever he gets focused, or whenever his teammates get focused, and all of the damage is going to be redirected from them to him and just continue to heal him up. So that might be their method of their attack. Also could just simply be a BKB. Also could build into a Heaven's Halberd if he wants to get that Sage and then the Talisman of Evasion afterwards. The Outward Devourer is going to pick up that Scythe of Vice. It's going to be really helpful in that next fight. Didn't really notice if he had it in that one in the bottom lane, but didn't have the gonna get it off in the Doom in time. Naga Siren's going to throw out that Sleep, and she's just going to be able to TP away with those Boots of Travel. So nice recognition from her, realizing that the Outward Devourer is there, as well as the Shackle Shot from the Wind Ranger if she wants to throw that out. Naga is going to get that Manta style done, though. This is really going to help facilitate her pushing efforts in order to keep these creep waves pushed out. Only have the 2 tier 1 towers, though, as the Dire team. Gonna need to start doing work to regain that map control that they've lost so preciously. Checking this Roshan, not quite up. Gonna be up soon, though. Bat Rider's gonna scout out these wards up top with the sentry that he drops. It's gonna be 20 seconds for this Roshan. Wind Raider's gonna come in to check to see if it's there. Omni Knight is gonna TP out. So Wind Ranger is here. She's going to use the Wind Run and try to back away. Bat Rider's still up on this on the low ground by the ward now. So they're gonna battle around here. It's gonna be the Skull Basher that Slark decides to pick up. Don't really think he has buyback at the moment though. We're gonna hear the Troll Warlord using the Battle Trance going into that Roshan pit. He's dropping it really quickly. Let's see if the Radiant want to try to mount a defense against this. Bat Rider is ready. Rolling Boulder's gonna come in. It's actually not gonna connect on anyone. The Bat Rider's gonna get the lasso, pulling him down to the low ground. Aegis picked up by the Troll Warlord. He's gonna do enough right-click damage over on this Earth Spirit. Naga Siren's Sleep is coming out though. Rolling Boulder's gonna get the Earth Spirit away. See if he wants to come back in. Naga Siren going to do a decent amount of damage. Just wait for the Sanity's Eclipse from the OD. There it goes. Not too much damage, though, and the Dire's going to live through this. Tanking up that most of that damage is going to be the Naga Siren. Omni Knight's going to fall on the backside. They decided to doom him this fight. Looks like the Troll Warlord is going to do a decent amount of the Air Spirit. He's going to fall, too. Naga Siren's just going to be able to TP out of this. Meanwhile, Outward Devourer going to get started initiated on by the Slark. He's going to get a bash on that first hit. Outward Devourer is going to fall. Troll Warlord is there as well. He still has the Aegis as well as his Eye is Scotty. Slark getting some right clicks off. Has a decent amount of Essence Shift stacks on him. Abaddon still has his ultimate as well as a Blade Mail. Shackle Shot's going to latch over on the Slark. See if they want to just go over on him. Dark Pack's going to get rid of that most of that. And he's going to fall over on the Troll Warlord is going to be the one to get the last hit on that. The Abaddon doesn't have his ultimate anymore. Might be falling over here. Naga Siren is here to help. He's going to take a lot of right-click damage. The Ensnare is going to come out. Troll Warlord's not going to be able to get any of the right-left clicks over on the Abaddon that he needs in order to get the kill. Let's see if he wants to go over on this Naga Siren, though. She does still have the Manta style. Uses the Ghost Scepter up over on him, just doing a little bit of dirt burn damage. Is going to get shackled up. Going to get stuck in frozen there. It's going to be the level death thrown out from the Doom that's going to be able to get the last hit and pop the Aegis on the Troll Warlord. No Doom available for him, though. Does have a Shiva's Guard finish, though. As you can see, the tier 4 is starting to get beat on. That top one is down to about 570 health. So they're going to need to be conscious of the fact that that is so low and that they might start losing their tier 4s whether or not they push out these lanes. So Outward Devourer up in a couple seconds. Slark down for 22 more. Doesn't have buyback. Naga Siren is up and healing herself right now, though. 1,400 gold in the bank. Wouldn't be surprised if she decides to just keep that Ghost Scepter as is, not going to go for that Ethereal Blade. Might do it. The Eagle Song would give her a decent amount of extra right-click damage, but wouldn't be surprised if she decides to tank up and go for that Heart next, going for the Reaver first. Omni Knight is going to get doomed by Doom. He has got the Aphotic Shield on him. So as we can see up here, going to get Force-staffed. Is probably just going to tick out to this, though. Wind Ranger is following him. Not going to be able to get the denial off. Meanwhile, up here, the Troll Warlord's Invisible Slark is coming out. Not sure he's going to be able to kill him, though. There is a Wind Ranger on the backside that's available for him, but we also have the Naga Siren moving in too. Slow's going to come in on him. He's going to go invisible, eating a decent amount of damage from the Whirling Axes. The Troll Warlord is going to start to fall, though. He's going to get killed over by the Slark. Wind Ranger might be next on the list. She's trying to kill the Slark, but she's going to fall before she gets the enough right clicks out on him. Bat Rider on the backside, going to get Rolling Bouldered. Blink in as well as Magnetize, and Snare is going to come out. Level Death from the Doom is going to be what finishes him off. Only the Outward Devourer left. There is a buyback available on the Troll Warlord as well as the Bat Rider, though. They're going to continue to have these tier 4s pounded on down to 242 health. Exposed racks as well. Wouldn't mind seeing letting the Dire team push out a little bit, and then having the Troll Warlord maybe selling those phase boots in favor of Boots of Travel. Going to be able to TP in on that bottom lane and backdoor those barracks, trying to get those mega creeps. Because it's starting to look like the Radiant aren't capable of fighting against this Dire team. Despite the fact that the Outward Devourer has that Agnum Scepter as well as the finished Siege Stick, she's not doing that much damage with the Sanity's Eclipse in these team fights. Slark's starting to get a lot of farm as well as the Doom and the Naga Siren. Be surprised, 2,500 gold, see whether or not Doom wants to go for a finish with those Boots of Travel, or if he wants to just go straight for a Refresher Orb, so he's capable of shutting out either the Omni Knight Troll Warlord or the Outward Devourer, two of those guys in one of the fights. They're going to start beating up on this tier 2 tower. They are going to throw the Glyph out, see if they want to go. Repel over on the Wind Ranger. Slark's going to go invisible, going to start moving down here. No one's going to come into the jungle, though. Looks like the Radiant wisely are just going to back off at the moment. Looks like the Dire might stick around here, might just sit back and farm up the Radiant jungle. Is going to be that finished Heaven's Halberd over on the Abaddon. So that's going to be nice for the Troll Warlord. Now Naga, they have two counters for that, the Ghost Scepter as well as the Ensnare from the Naga Siren, and now they have the Heaven's Halberd over on the Earth Spirit. Troll Warlord has an incredibly large amount of damage, and he's going to be going for an ultimate orb. Whether that's going to be a second Scotty or a Manta style, could even be a Lincoln Sphere at this point. But I would much rather see him get that BKB. The only thing that's going to go through that is the Doom as well as the Ensnare from the Naga Siren. Going to be helpful in order to be able to get into the middle of those fights. He does have the repel from the Omni Knight, though, but he's been getting picked off by the Doom in the beginning of these fights. Once he gets Doom, not going to be really very useful. The Agnum Scepter upgrade going to take out almost all of the Omni Knight's damage, even when he's at full. So Naga Siren is going to get a Diffusal Blade next instead of the Heart, so that's going to really help in those team fights when she throws those illusions out. It's going to be taking away a lot of the mana from this Radiant team, which is pretty reliant on it. They do have the OD Essence Aura, though, which is whenever they use their abilities, it's going to be able to regen up 80% of whatever the mana cost is of the spell. Or I believe it's actually of their total mana pool. Yeah, of their mana pool. So it's going to be, they're going to throw out the sleep, it's going to get cancelled, Doom up over on the Troll Warlord, and Snare's going to come out on him. Level Death going to do a ton of damage over on that Doom, going to be enough to take him down. Throws out the Doom too, not even sure if it was necessary at that point though. Just how much damage that Level Death did. You know, Slark's going to pounce over, going to try to get on this Wind Ranger. She's going to throw the Shackle out, not going to latch. Sheepstick over from the OT, throws out the Sanity's Eclipse. The Arcane Orbs as well as the right clicks from the Wind Ranger is going to be enough to take out that Slark. So it is going to be a 1-for-1 trade. Slark may be diving a little too deep on them, not knowing where the backup is going to be coming from the Radiant team. So it's actually going to be 25% of that, excuse me. I thought it was 80% of one spell, but it's actually going to be 25% of their full mana pool if it does proc, if they cast a spell. Over on the Essence Shift of the Outward Devourer. Doom's going to have 4,200 gold saved up. Is going to be nearing the threshold he needs for that Refresher Orb at the moment, but I'm not sure if he's going to spend that or save for buyback. So we check this Gold Grath at the moment. Takes a pretty significant drop from the 12,000 gold lead that the Radiant had down to about 4,000 at one point for the Dire. Going to level out around 2,500 or 3,000 at the moment. XP, I have to imagine, is towards the Dire's favor. Yeah, really steep decline, over almost 14,000 in favor of the Dire at the moment. So the Dire beginning to snowball on their heroes a little bit. They are capable of winning these team fights, and the lanes are actually decently pushed out. So not really sure how the Radiant's going to be able to deal with this. Hour Devour just really not doing that much damage with that Sanity's Eclipse. Hasn't picked anything up since that Scythe of Ice. Does have 3,200 gold saved up, though. Going to be a Ogre Club as well as a Mithril Hammer over on the Wind Ranger. Most likely going to be picking up that BKB, so she can not depend on the Omni Knight giving that to her, the Repel to her, and he can just focus on giving it to the Troll Warlord or the Outworld Devour. Niagara Siren Illusion is starting to become a nuisance for them in this jungle. Outworld Devour is going to TP to this mid lane to farm up the creeps. Earth Spirit is still sitting just on that Urn of Shadows at the moment. Going to be really difficult for how many carries there are on his team, though, in order to farm anything. Everyone constantly in the jungle. Batrider going to get caught out here. Was up on that high ground. Going to force staff himself away. Going to get magnetized. Might just drop here. Uses the lasso over on the Earth Spirit. Going to get purificationed up by the Omni Knight. Going to get the Diffusal Blade as the Naga Siren over on this Batrider. Going to get the snare off as well as the kill. Let's see if she decides to go up over on this Omni Knight, too. Remnant's going to come out from the Earth Spirit. He's going to kick that out. It's going to throw the Silence out. It's going to be the Riptide in the end from the Naga Siren that's going to get the kill. They are swarming all around here. It is going to be the Troll Warlord who decides to go up towards these this barracks. He did decide to go for that Lincoln Sphere. So the Dire are going to need a TP back in order to surmount a high ground defense. Keeping that last barracks alive is going to be really important for him. Meanwhile, over here, Naga Siren is going to get caught out by the Troll Warlord. She's going to throw the Sleep out. Has enough mana for an ensnare if she wants to try to use it. Uses the Diffusal Blade in order to pop that Lincolns really wisely. Throws out the Ensnare. No follow-up from the Dire yet. Throws out the Remnant as the Earth Spirit. Doom's going to come out over on this Troll Warlord. Rolling Boulder in. He's going to be slowed down. Level Death doing a lot of damage still, too. The Doom as well as the Naga Siren Radiance Burn doing a lot of damage. It's going to be the Naga Siren right-click that gets the last hit. So that's going to be a dead Troll Warlord. He's down for 94 seconds and no buyback for him. Let's see if the Radiant want to start moving down this middle lane, maybe getting a push going. They also could get one started in the top lane, too.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Someone is going to have to defend. They are going to lose this tier 4 tower at the moment. That Catapult as well as the Mega Creeps doing a lot of damage up here. So it's going to be up to the Doom, the Slark, as well as the Naga Siren to push out these lanes while the other two heroes sit back and try to defend their base. Slark is going to have 3,900 gold. He could get that finished Abyssal Blade if he wants to get it now. But he wouldn't have enough for buyback if he decides to do that. Now this Abaddon hasn't gotten anything since that finished Heaven's Halberd. Doom, 1,500 gold. Has that finished Refresher Orb. So he's not going to have any Dooms up right now, but in 30 seconds he's going to have another one of his base, as well as in 80 seconds going to have the Refresher one up as well. A lot of wards coming out from the Dire around this Roshan pit. So they're going to have a decent amount of vision around here if the Radiant decide to go in it at all. 4,900 gold over on this Niagara Siren. Wouldn't be surprised if she goes back to go pick up a Reaver. Is going to have enough for buyback if she does have that, even with a death. Omni Knight in the same position that Earth Spirit is in. Hasn't picked up anything since his mech. Basically just putting all his money into wards and dust in order to deal with that Shadow Blade Slark. Roshan is going to be up now. Slark did finish that Abyssal Blade. Looks like it might be the Dire who get this. They have great vision around this Roshan pit. Radiant did scout out with this ward right here that they did go into it. Looks like they might just try to go for a high ground push, but this Roshan's going to fall really quickly with the combination of the Slark as well as the Naga Siren in there. So that's going to be an Aegis and a Cheese. Most likely the Aegis is going to get picked up by that Naga. Slark most likely going to pick up that Cheese, but they might just give it to the Aegis to the Slark so that he can get in with that Shadow Blade and do a decent amount of damage before respawning. So it is going to be the Naga who picks up that Aegis. Cheese over on the Slark. They are going to TP back. They're ready to defend against this. Abaddon's caught out in the middle, though. He does still have his ultimate. Going to use the mech. Batrider's going to blink in, but the Doom's there as well. Going to get Sheep Sticked up. The last is going to come up from the Batrider. Magnetize coming out from the Earth Spirit. Doom's going to use Doom. He's going to use the Refresher Orb. Throw another one out as well. Or Devour's going to fall. The Wind Ranger's going to fall as well too. That's going to be a 4-for-0 trade in favor of the Dire right now. Wow, great fight for them. Didn't even have to expend the Aegis. Slark didn't didn't use the cheese either. Troll Warlord is on the backside trying to get these Mega Creeps, doing a decent amount of damage. Is probably going to get this Rax in the end. No, he's not. It's going to survive with 97 HP. That doesn't regen, though. The Dire are going to have to start pushing out these lanes because they are going to get Mega'd, and it's going to be incredibly difficult to move out of their base. But, again, really great fight for the Dire on that one. Getting the initiation that they want, despite the Abaddon getting caught out by the Outworld Devourer. They had the blink in from the Doom. He got cheap sticked up, does get the Doom off, and then the refresher afterwards. Net worth going about 8k in favor. Oh, now it's actually after updating. It's going to be 12k in favor of the Dire now, taking that huge lead after that fight. Slark still has the cheese as well as the Aegis over on the Naga Siren. They are going to get this tier 2 tower. Does have a glyph though. Wind Raider's going to be back up. 14 seconds more for the Outward Devourer. Still 48 for the Troll Warlord. He doesn't have buyback either. Going to throw this Firefly down and try to discourage a little bit as that Bat Rider. Not going to do too much damage. Shackle Shot's going to latch over on that Slark. He's going to get a Photic Shield up though, and that's going to get rid of it really quickly. Towers tier 3 is going to fall. BKB from the Wind Ranger. The Abyssal Blade coming out from the Slark. A lot of right-click damage. He hasn't fallen yet. The Sanity's Eclipse coming out from the OD doing a lot of damage. The Aegis is going to pop from that Slark. Baden's going to drop low. Going to pop that ultimate, though. Slark is going to go back in, doing a little damage. The Naga Siren is going to pop out that sleep. Repelled up is that Outward Devourer. He's going to continue to chase. Repel's going to wear off. He's going to get slept. And looks like the Dire's going to back off only for a second. Slark coming back in with that Shadow Blade. Getting the pounce over on that OD. He's going to fall. The Omni Knight going to die to the Slark. The Dark Pack as well is going to get him that last hit on that. Lasso's going to come out from the Bat Rider over on that Slark. No Photic Shield for him this time, as well as the Dark Pack. Doom's going to come in, throw out that level death over on the Bat Rider. Not going to be enough. Beating on these tier 4s is the Dire team. Naga Siren Illusions along with the Slark going to be doing a lot of damage. Rolling Boulder coming in from the Earth Spirit. Flame Break's going to break him out a little bit. Buyback on the OD. He's throwing out those Arcane Orbs, doing a lot of damage to that Naga Siren. She's sheathed up as well. They're going to come back, stun over on the OD. He's going to get the Ensnare off, but he's going to be fine with the Force Staff. Oh, going to get forced back the other way. He's going to die. The Slark's going to get the last hit. Naga Siren dropping really low. No more cheese for her. Does have that heart, though. They're going to start beating on that Ancient. It's down to 2,900 health. They might not be able to get it. Bat Rider's going to die, too. Buyback from him. 8 seconds on the Omni Knight as well as the Wind Ranger. That's not going to be enough time. It's going to be the game for the Dire. Wow. Really great game from the Dire in that one. Really expected after losing those two lanes of barracks as well as the Troll Warlord backdooring, almost getting the Mega Creeps. But after snowballing after a couple fights, the refresher up on the Doom, once Naga got that Radiance, started pushing out those lanes, as well as the Slarker, the Shadow Blade, and the Scotty doing a lot of work in a lot of those fights. Earth Spirit didn't have a lot of farm that game, but those Magnetizes on him were really clutch in a lot of those team fights, getting them on multiple heroes. The Abaddon's Aphotic Shields also on point. Whenever Bat Rider was blinking into Lasso, he was there with the Aphotic Shield. I think Bat Rider only got 1 or 2 full Lassos off that game. Omni Knight, that early game, they could have been a little bit stronger. They did have a really strong early game, mostly in favor for that Troll Warlord. The Omni Knight, there for a couple ganks, didn't get his Purification or his Repel off on the heroes that he needed to help the Dire just stabilize throughout that game. Our Devourer doing a decent job that game. Early pick up the Ags didn't really pay off for him, though. Didn't do a ton of damage. Would have liked to have seen them gotten that Scythe of Vice first. But all in all, really great comeback from the Dire team here. So everyone, thanks for tuning in. My name's Yaman Dota. This has been my 7th pubcast. If I said it in my last video, but if you get the opportunity, go over to that RDota2 Cast It subreddit. We have been running low on replays, so go ahead and submit those, though. Don't have to be nail-biting 70-minute games. This one was a decent comeback game for the Dire. Only 48 minutes, though, which was nice to cast. So, everyone, thanks for tuning in. Have a good night.